Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers playthrough. My name is Ch.21 and let's get started. My cat is currently sitting on my lap for the first time ever while recording a video, so hopefully she doesn't interrupt things. Seems unlikely though, we'll see. Chapter 21, Without a King. During the battle for Telegra, Ike and the rest of his company come to a bleak realization. Wherever the Crimean army marches, the land becomes a battlefield. The damage is immense. Warfare and floodwaters claim homes, crops, and hope. Villagers seeking shelter and safety stumble blindly through the snow. To them, there is no doubt that the Crimeans are an invasion force. However, the Crimeans have their own homeland to save. Focused as they are on that overriding goal, they cannot stop even to help the innocent victims of war. The only way they can help the people of Dane is to keep marching. The faster they reach Dane's capital of Navasa and put an end to this war, the better for everyone. And now we march to the capital. Boom, boom. I love the Dane theme. I think it's funny. Kazatai. What? Are you telling me that His Majesty has not yet returned? Yes, sir. You sent many messengers, but we have yet to receive any sort of official response. The Crimean army is on our doorstep. What is His Highness thinking? If we want to protect the capital, we need a leader equal to one of the 4 riders, just in case. I'm sure the king has considered this. Lady Yenna, I don't understand how you're able to remain so calm. Dane soldiers are the most elite warriors on the continent. In addition, our numbers are far superior to the Crimeans. And yet they march on Navasa. This is the Dane capital. If there's any danger of it falling into enemy hands, we can let nothing stop us from protecting it. No offense, Lady Yenna, but as a general, I do not feel you're ready for such a vital command. I think you are exactly right. Then, when this command was given to you, why did you not firmly refuse? Do you really think that wise, General? Would you refuse a direct order from the king? Let me tell you something that I've discovered. If we are unable to hold the capital, I do not believe the king will be all that upset. Ashna does not hold a strong attachment to the country of Dane. What are you talking about? Do you understand what exactly it is you're saying? Yes. Ridiculous! There isn't a monarch in the world who would not be moved by the loss of his own country. Such a preposterous notion is beyond comprehension. General Kazate, do not avert your eyes from reality. Reality? Ha! What reality is that? All I see is your guesswork. Then tell me, why did the king suddenly order the invasion of Crimea? As sanctions for that nation choosing to ally itself with those evil and treacherous subhumans. On the surface, that would seem to be so. But doesn't the action strike you as odd? To apply sanctions properly, it would be necessary to speak with Bagnion first. Bagnion is the suzerain state, and Crimea answers to her. We needed Bagnion's leave to make a formal declaration of war. Dane's disregard for that process makes us a pariah in the eyes of our neighbors, and opened us to attack from all sides. And yet, not only did the king not do this, but he chose to invade without warning. It was the worst possible strategy. Furthermore, once the king conquered Crimea through strength of arms, he seized the castle and set up residence. And now he uses it as a stepping stone for an invasion of Gallia. Which means, the king's goal was never to apply sanctions or even to defeat Crimea. If Ashnard moves against Gallia, it's easy to envision Venetius, Kilvis, and Goldoa joining the conflict. And if that happens, Bagnion would be forced to ally itself with Dane rather than side with the subhumans. Look where that leads us, a continent embroiled in war. Is that not the true desire of the king? If you consider it that way, your words do begin to make sense. Yet, to accomplish that, the citizens of Crimea would have to be sacrificed. That would be an act of madness. Let's return to the topic at hand. The king has gained himself a castle, and I believe he considers whatever land he occupies to be his kingdom. Dane and its people are already behind him. He need not look back. Pah! If the king wished to rule the world, he would want as much military strength as possible. To forsake even a portion of the strength he currently possesses willingly, why, it would be sheer folly. That doesn't matter. What's important is that we recognize the chance which Dane has been given. We must stop the Crimeans here. If we do not show the king our value, we are doomed. Make no mistake about it. This is complete lunacy. We will receive no reinforcements. We must hold nothing back. It is our only chance of survival. This, I cannot. Why is this? Be strong. The king has provided us and the capital with one final measure. We will use it to weather this storm. However, to use it, I need you, General Kazate. Kazate? Your cooperation is imperative. If you want to win, you must trust me. Understood. In this time, let us cling to any hope we can find. Lady, no. General Enna, I place my trust in you. That was cryptic, but showed a lot about King Dane, King Ashnard. So this is the Dane capital, eh? If we can just defeat King Ashnard, this war will be over. Ike, here you are. What is it, Nasir? Are you sure that you have enough soldiers to lay siege to the capital? Your opponent is called Mad King Ashnard after all. Who knows what sort of traps he has in store for you? He may indeed have something planned. Surely they've received reports of our advancement. Yet it is so quiet. It looks like every able-bodied man has been conscripted into the army, while women and children have evacuated the area. We're not invaders. We wouldn't lay a hand on the citizenry. There's no way for them to know that. They do know what their army did to the people of Crimea, however. If they fear they will be punished for that, I'm sure they decided to err on the side of caution. What? What happened to the Crimean people? Surely only the soldiers were imprisoned or killed. You truly have no idea how to rule a nation. Do you know what happens to a country that loses a war? Everything is destroyed. Homes, land, crops, everything. And the citizens, they're not even treated as human. Crimeans, especially those near the capital where Dane's presence is strongest, are treated worse than Legus. That's horrible. The people understand this, which is why they pay for protection in the form of taxes. For the royals and nobles who are charged with protecting the people, there's no greater sin than to be defeated in war. It is the ultimate betrayal of the people's trust. Ah, by the goddess, I am a fool. Soren, enough! Princess, be that as it may, the majority of people want to see the royal family restored to power. They believe that you will help them reclaim their own old lives and restore peace. Now it's time for us to throw down Ashnard and drive his army from Crimean soil. You're the only one who can do that. Do you understand? Yes. Yes, I do. I will save the people of Crimea. This I swear. As I've said before, I won't be turned away. If there are traps, we just fight our way through. This war ends here. Yes, I'm with you all the way. I hope it goes all as planned. I will do my best to make it so. Well, it clearly is not going to end here, because this is not the final chapter. Because the end game is called Endgame, not Chapter 21. So, there are some things there. Not to worry too much about that. So let's deal with some items. Ike needs a new steel sword, so hopefully we have one. Nice. Kieran is going to put that away. Probably doesn't need the iron axe, but I think we're fine. I'll probably get a new hand axe though. Marcia seems fine, we'll just get that. Boyd's fine, Soren is fine, but I think what we'll do is instead of L Thunder, we'll take a Physics Staff since we have multiples, and then that way Soren can heal from across the map. Steel Lance, new Steel Lance for Nephany. I will take this Forged Lance because it has more might, so that seems nice. We definitely want the Restore Staff. There's some people here that can put our units to sleep, which is super annoying, so we definitely want the Restore Staff. Besides that, Rayson doesn't need 2 men's there. Astrid could take a new hand axe. Hopefully there's some in the shop. Yep, nice. I'll actually buy a couple more too. Just buy several more for the convoy. And buy several javelins as well. Besides that, I could buy silver axes or silver lances because they're really strong. But I don't have too many people who could use them. Marcia could use it, which would be nice. Yeah, let's give Marcia Silver Lance instead of the... And then we'll buy 2 for the convoy. And then we'll buy 2 silver swords. And we'll buy 2 silver axes too. Could also forge one. Like, we could forge a silver lance, but it's a little unnecessary. I don't think we need that much firepower. Besides that, I think our units are doing pretty good. Oh, Soren also could use, like, Meteor, so that's long-range fire magic. But we really don't need him to do that, so we won't. Alright, so now we'll save. In terms of bonus experience, to kind of look at that. So I probably will give Ike a level, because I have a ton of bonus experience, and that sounds good. Marcia will take a level, Soren, Nephany. Besides that, I think we'll be good. I guess I could give Volk a level too. So yeah, we'll do that, and I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, in terms of level ups, Ike got strength, speed, defense, and resistance. That was great. Marcia got some speed, skill, speed, defense, which was great. Soren got strength, which was awesome, because now he's one step closer to being able to hold Hellfire without being weighed down. Nephany got some strength, skill, and speed, which was great. And Volk got strength, skill, speed, which is exactly what I want. So yeah, besides that, I think we're ready to go out. Yep. We should be good to go. To battle! General Ike, sir, the castle gates are open. That's not good. What are they planning? Must be a trap. This is unexpected. Making us lay siege would be far and away to their advantage. I have no idea what they're planning now. Even so, we will not back down. Right, Ike? Right. If we can't tell what they're planning, it matters not how we proceed. Let's just fight as we go. Move out. Keep your guard up, everyone. Guess that's one way to look at it. Seems a little inconvenient to have like a moat throughout the inner parts of your castle, but guess people like weird things sometimes. Enemy troops have entered the castle. They're moving already? Such recklessness. Don't they suspect a trap? I can't believe they've fallen for it. Crimea follows a general named Ike. Perhaps he follows no procedure. Perhaps he relies solely on instinct. It's actually pretty true. I don't know if he's brave or merely reckless. It's unbelievable. Regardless, we continue as planned. Close the gate and seal off their escape route. This contest will be decided here. Now then, it's time for the final measure you spoke of earlier. Will you show us what His Majesty left for us? What could possibly allow us to destroy an army in one fell swoop, provided we can herd them here? General Kazate. Kasate? I don't know. No matter what I show you, do not be shocked. You must continue to trust me without question. I swear it. On my name as Royal Knight of Dane, I will not betray you, General Enna. Thank you. General Enna, you're... General Kazate, have you forgotten your vow? No matter what happens, we will protect the capital, yes? Yes, of course. I understand. This is His Majesty's... Why he left you here? Yes. We will win this battle. A legendary dragon of Goldoa is on our side. It is a powerful omen. Dane cannot lose. The Dane army is indestructible. We will crush the dogs of Crimea and use their skulls as goblets. Glory to Dane! Glory, victory to Dane! Yeah! Woo, hooray! We're taking them out, boys. Sir, the gates have just closed behind us. Look out! We're trapped in the castle. Run! Run! Attack! We're under attack. They're gonna kill us. Mass pandemonium. Stop! All of you, get a hold of yourselves. You must not panic. No one has attacked. Ike! Titania, where's Princess Valencia? She's fine. She's with the supply convoy. They're all under very close guard. Soren, is this the enemy trap? It could be. If so, to what end? Well, the goal obviously isn't to divide our troops and reduce our fighting strength. We're all packed in here together. Whatever they're planning, it appears they want us all to experience it at the same time. Dane must have something which they believe gives them an insurmountable advantage, some kind of ultimate weapon. So they're absolutely sure they'll win, is that it? King Ashnard of Dane, you'll regret underestimating us. So they keep mentioning like King Ashnard because they just assume that King Ashnard's here. They don't know that he's actually still in Crimea. No matter what, we must be cautious. We can spare no efforts to protect the princess. We should put together an elite team and head for the throne room. Choose the members of this team with care. Everything will rest on their shoulders. Understood. Here we go. Alright, so we get a couple more units this battle. So we get Oscar. We're not bringing Janov. I could bring Titania, but instead we will bring Tanith. So we haven't used Tanith yet, but she's actually pretty good. So one thing I kind of think about with repositioning in this case is like, if I put my flyers and horse people up front, then all my foot units are gonna fall way behind. I mean, absolutely super far behind. So I don't super want that, so I usually put the flyers and horses behind, because they're gonna catch up pretty easy. See, just like that. So I have my 3 paladins, they're back, Oscar's back. I got my 3 flyers, so that's pretty sweet. And then I got my foot units up top, and Reese is in the back. And so looking at this map, it's actually pretty big. It's 13 to 30, so they have double our numbers. We are fighting a dragon as the boss, so that's something to keep in mind. She has tons of defense and resistance, pretty high strength too, not super high speed, but still pretty high. There's also a recruitable unit. General Chironio is recruitable, and he comes with an occult scroll. You can steal it from him and then kill him, and don't recruit him. Or you can recruit him, and then he just comes with his weapons. He has the resolve skill, which is pretty good. Increases strength, skill, and speed whenever units' HP are at half or less. So that's super nice. He also has pretty high weapon levels. He has A rank swords and A rank lances. So that's pretty nice. His stats aren't great, but he's not horrible. Besides that, in terms of other things to watch out for, this guy has a sleep staff, so that puts our units to sleep. And he can actually do a range of 7. He also has a physics staff that we can steal. Now, sleep staff makes your units fall asleep for, I think it's 3 turns or something like that. So this is why we brought the restore staff with Reese. Very important that we brought that. I think this guy also has a sleep staff, so that's pretty annoying. Oh, and then there's also this mini boss, General Kazate. He's kind of funny. He has like 15 in every stat, basically, except for defense and luck and res. He also has a Brave Lance, and he also has Wrath, so he has really high critical hit percentage when his HP is at half or less. So be aware of that, because the Brave Lance lets him strike twice. It kind of gives him an adept effect. There's also like a hammer, like goose, longsword. So you got some effective weaponry. But yeah, that's about it there. And I think we're good to get started, so we're gonna charge forward. So, there's also a lot of doors. So the doors can be broken by just attacking them. They do have 80 health, so that's a lot. And within the doors, there's chests. So there's chests in this room, chests in this room, this one, and then that one that we started with. So that's why Volk, very, very important that you bring him. So in general, though, I'll probably send Nephany up top, maybe. I think I'll send Nephany left. I'll send Boyd left as well. None of these guys can actually reach Nephany. So we could try shoving her. Maybe if like Volk could shove her, Ike could shove her. Let's have Ike shove her. So we'll move Rayson up here, chant for Ike, and then have Ike run up and shove Nephany. And then we're also gonna, before we shove her, we're gonna trade with Nephany and give her her special javelin, so that she can definitely kill everyone. And so this puts her in range, if we look, of all 3 of these soldiers and this guy, because he has a short spear. And so Nephany, with her 33 attack, should be able to take them all out. We'll see them. If not, it's not that big of a problem. Alright, and then besides that, we're just going to move everyone else forward. So I will show the Reinforce skill because we haven't seen it yet. So Reinforce, you call for help, and then that just gives you 3 free Pegasus Knights. And sometimes they're incredibly strong. Sometimes they're a Falcon Knight who is honestly like about as strong as Tanith. I mean, it's crazy. Super strong. So they're just gonna like help out. I mean, this guy has like max speed and holds the Steel Lance. I mean, these things can be just incredibly strong. Incredibly good. So just be aware of that. The reason I don't use them very often is simply because they can steal my experience. However, if you're not concerned with that, which I don't have to be because my units are honestly good enough to make it through endgame, then use them up. They're super good. And they're people you don't have to worry about. I mean, if they die, and that's perfectly fine. So, very, very good skill from Tanith. It makes her incredibly useful. So yeah, Nephene's going to clear out these soldiers for us, which is great. She can just take them all out because she has her javelin. Now, one thing it is important to note is that you can only use the Reinforce skill twice per chapter. So if I were you, what I would do is I would use it like near the beginning and near the end or something like that. Or just near the beginning and then once all 3 of them die, use it again. But yeah, it's a crazy good skill. I mean, like, I just got 3 new units. Now, I can't control them, right, because they're allies. But I can a little bit. Now, what I'm actually going to do, though, is direct them to just target here. Because I don't want them to just, like, kill everything and steal all my experience. But, if I didn't care about that, I would just let them roam free and take out stuff. Or have them, like, stay with me, but, you know, not really, have them just stay with me and take out stuff. So we could have Kieran attack here. That way Volk doesn't have to waste time trying to open this door. Could have Marcia throw her javelin at it, and then Jill could probably break it open. So that little thing was Marcia activating Guard. And so Guard nullifies the enemy's attack. So basically, if Marcia were to attack first and then the enemy attacks back, if Marcia activates Guard, the enemy won't attack back because she nullifies their attack. Volk can't quite make it, but we can chant for him. So if we move him here, we could chant for Volk. So we'll have Jill kind of break open the door here. And then I'm actually going to move her forward so that she can take out this guy. Which means I guess I don't have to chant for Volk. What I could do is chant for Soren or chant for, like, Kieran. Or I could chant for Jill and Jill could take him out. Seems like a good plan. And then Volk could just run in there next turn and not have to worry about anything. Works for me. Nice dodge, and then Jill finishes. There we go. And now Volk should be close enough to at least reach one of those chests. And then Jill could just come over here. And then Tanith can move forward. I'll probably send Tanith left. And then the partners, they'll just stay near the target. And then Jill should be in range of the sword guys in the top right. Yep. Vantage, Adept, perfect. We saw it happen. See, such a good combo when it works. Very nice, Jill. She has quickly become one of our best units, which is great. So yeah, now we can have Volk start plundering this place. A stiletto's nice. It's the most powerful combat knife and it only has 8 might. A steel axe has 11. An iron axe, I think, has 8. I don't think anyone has an iron axe. Oh, Kieran does. Yep, an iron axe has 8. So, like, just goes to show you that the most powerful combat knife is as good as an iron axe. Or as strong as an iron axe. So it's pretty bad. Parity, not too bad. So we'll have Astrid run forward, take out this guy, why not? So the reason I'm sending my horse units upright is because they're going to have to circle back around. And they have the movement to not fall behind when they're doing that. So I'll have Marcia run up, attack this guy first. And the reason I had Marcia run up and attack first was because Kieran has a support with Marcia. And so now he can run forward and just get his support bonus. While that was not vital, because he did plenty of damage regardless, it is kind of nice. Alright, so I don't want to be in range of this guy yet. Or I guess I could be. So he does 26 attack. Joe has 23 defense, and so he's not going to do very much damage to Joe. So we'll just put her in range. I am going to have Soren run up. He can't heal anyone, which is fine. I'm going to have Tanith just take out this guy. Nice. And then Tanith could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll move Tanith there. Boyd can move up here. Ike can move up there. And then Nephany can just charge forward. Can't quite take this guy out, so we're going to use the Steel Lance here. Hopefully he misses. He did, so we're good there. And we're just charging forward. And then Reese will move forward, and we're good to go. So the partners are just going to do nothing. That guy ran away so that he could get healed. He moves forward. For us, there is no tomorrow. We cannot be beaten, nor can we withdraw. We must defeat the Crimean army and bring his majesty back to us. Vantage from Jill. Jill is probably actually just going to defeat this guy. Oh, he crit and did 6 damage. Jill just did Adept and totally defeated him. I cannot stop your march, but we are not yet defeated. General Enna, protect the capital. So yeah, we totally just wrecked that guy. Jill is just super good. As she gets 1 resistance for her level up, I say. She's super good. Whatever, it's fine. When we first get Jill, she's a little underleveled. But she is so worth the investment. Now, I'm actually going to have Jill run forward and kill this guy. And the reason is because he has a sleep staff. And I don't want my people to get slept. Get slept? Have sleep be activated on them? I don't know. Weird way of saying that. Anyway, it's pretty annoying. So I'll have Astrid attack this door. We could have Marcia attack and then move away. Activated guard on it again. Very nice. And then Oscar can take it out. And there's a mage in there. Just the one. And I think Kieran, yep, Kieran can reach. And so Kieran could just take him out. Oh, he got hit? That dude had a 24% chance to hit him. Crazy. That's okay, though. Alright, now we're just cruising. Now we need Volk to catch back up, which is perfectly fine. Rayson can chant for him and then move forward. This is another reason why I like giving Rayson the boots, because then he can keep up with Volk a lot easier. See, he's like not even that far behind. And now what he could do next turn is he's going to transform, and so that'll work really well. Can't really heal anyone. I'm going to actually have Tanith run up and take out this guy. Yeah, we'll take out this guy here. Flyers are just super good. They're super good because they can just fly around a lot of these obstacles and things. And then I could just leave Tanith here. Now I'd love it if Soren could move one more forward, but he can't. I'm not going to steal this guy's men, so I'm just going to have Nephany take him out. And then she gets the level up, which is great. Hopefully she gets some strength. Nice. Ooh, what a great level up. Now, what I'm going to do is, if Boyd, if we kill this Armor Knight, Boyd can make it here and hit this guy from range. So if Ike is able to kill this guy, which the Regal Sword gives him an advantage, but not enough of one, so hopefully he crits. If not, we just won't be able to defeat that guy, which is fine. Yep. And so now, like, we couldn't defeat him. Ike's a sword, so that's nice. We might consider forging a sword for Ike so that he can just demolish things that he needs to. So that means this guy's gonna attack Tanith. He only has 21 attack, so he'll do like 8 damage to Tanith. That's not a big deal. And then we could physic up Jill, because she's a little bit hurt. This is why I wanted Soren to get physic, is because Soren has such high magic that he can physic from super far away. So it's super good. So that guy's gonna try to make Tanith fall asleep. Hopefully he misses. Yes. Okay, we're good there. So then that guy attacks, he'll do 8 damage, but he missed, so we're good there. Very nice. And then the soldier runs up to attack Ike, that's perfectly fine. Ike can probably not kill him, yep. Which is also perfectly fine. And then we'll try to just keep charging forward. Rayson now transforms, which is great. He can also fly, so that's really nice. So like, if I move Volk here, then I could have Oscar just move all the way forward and start breaking this. What I could do is Racing can move here, so I could put someone here and someone there. So I could have Marcia move forward and break here. And then I could have Kieran move here and Astrid move here. And then Racing can just fly all the way up here. Boots are a wonderful thing on Racing. I will stand by that 100%. And then Volk can just run and get this chest. Got the energy drop, that gives us +2 strength. Very nice. Astrid can move here, break this door. I don't think there's any enemies in this one. Yep, it's just the chest. And then Kieran can run forward, kind of make a wall. Soren can move forward, take out this guy. And then I'll have Tanith take out this guy. And then I want to be careful that Tanith doesn't get slept. Because Reese is pretty far away, and he's the only one who can restore her. I guess Soren could too. Yeah, Soren can, since he has C staffs. But I also, like, the guy has a good chance to miss Tanith, so I'm just going to kind of leave her right there. She's out of range of this guy. So if she does get slept, she's not in danger. But then this way, she also, like, has a chance to make the guy miss and use up his sleep staff uses. Because he only has 3 uses, so. To kind of explain that further, he only has 3 uses of his sleep staff. And so every time he misses, he uses up one of those uses. And so I want him to run out of uses so that he doesn't make anyone fall asleep. But also, like, I want to make sure Tanith is okay. So I'm going to have Joe use the hand axe here. And the reason being is that there's a mage there. Who could reach her, this guy. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's probably going to go for Ike, but I just had Jill do it just in case. He wants to go for Jill, that way she can attack back. And then we heal up Tanith with Reese, and we're good to go. So yeah, he went for Ike just like we thought. Not a big deal. He only does 10 damage to Ike. And then this Armor Knight, or this guy's going to try to make Tanith fall asleep again. He was successful this time, which is sad, but not a big deal because Tanith's out of range. And then this guy attacks Ike. Ike has his Regal Sword. Oh, he actually has a Steel Sword. That's fine. He does just enough damage to defeat him anyway. And then those guys start running forward too. And we have some reinforcements from back there and from back there. Now what I could do though is let my Holy Guard reinforcements defeat them. And then I'm actually going to just have Oscar come back and take out these guys. So this guy has a Killer Axe. That means he has a higher chance to critical me. He only has 26 attack though, which means he can do 5 damage to Oscar. So it's perfectly fine if he wants to critical Oscar. In fact, I'll even move here so then Rayson can chant both Oscar and Volk. And so then that way Oscar can attack first. And then Rayson can run away. And then we have Volk run forward. And then Oscar can run forward. And he could attack this Killer Axe guy so that on enemy phase, the Killer Axe guy attacks him and dies. So that's nice. And then we'll have Oscar just kind of move back. I could have Soren take out this mage, but I think I'll just have Boyd do it. Just use the good old iron bow. Nice dodge there from Boyd. And then I will actually have Reese trade with Soren. Take the Restore Staff, because Soren will reach Tanith first. So Soren could make it there next turn, which is pretty nice. And then I'm actually going to have Jill just attack this door. There are enemies behind this one, so we do have to be a little bit careful, but not too careful. And then that guy does have a longbow, so theoretically he'll do extra damage to Jill, but he only has 15 attack. And Jill has 23 defense. So with the effective damage, he has 10 might plus 10 strength is 20 attack, so he's still going to do 0 damage to Jill. So we don't have to worry about it too much. And then I could have Marcia finish it here, kind of see what we're dealing with. So we got 3 sword guys and then 4 sword guys. So Marcia could take him on, but I think I'll just have Kieran take them all on. What I could do is have Kieran come here, and he can take Marcia's Steel Lance. Oh, can't take Marcia's Steel Lance. Guess he'll take Marcia's Javelin and use that to attack. Oh, and he used Soul, so he got his health back. Nice. And he used Soul again for no reason. And we gotta level up with Kieran, that's great. Hopefully get some speed. Nice, that was a great level up. Strength, skill, and speed. And then we just move forward one. We'll have Ike run forward here. We'll have Soren run forward here. We could heal up Nephany with the physic, but it seems unnecessary. And there we go. Oh, I forgot to make the partners roam by themselves. That is unfortunate, but it is okay. Oh, unfortunately the sleep staff hit Ike as well, so now they're going to attack Ike. So when one of your units is asleep, the enemies have a 100% chance to hit your unit. So that's why the sleep is pretty annoying. But that guy still did no damage. And then these guys are all going to attack Oscar, and they're all going to just get wrecked. So that's good. We'll be good there. Alright, and then hopefully this guy attacks. Yep. Alright, we're good there. And Oscar easily took those guys out. Very nice. And these guys are too far away to attack me, so that's nice. These guys are all going to attack Kieran, and they're all going to get wrecked because Kieran is super strong. So that's really nice. And so then we won't have to worry about these guys anymore. Kieran keeps activating Soul for no reason, but it's nice to see that he's activating it so much because that means you can't really depend on it because like it's a chance to be activated, it's not guaranteed. But that means he does activate it a good amount, so we can like slightly depend on it. So these guys are still going to attack the Pegasus Knights anyway, which is perfectly fine. They're actually in a pretty good formation where like one of the strongest ones is in front. This guy attacked the one who could attack him back, which is fascinating, but perfectly fine. They're actually like super strong. They're doing really good. Alright, so I do want to like restore Tanith, but I don't have to this turn. So I'm going to have Void actually run down this way. And then I'll have Kieran kind of run down. And then I'm actually going to restore Ike this turn. Although if I restore Tanith, then I could restore Ike next turn. But I think what I'll do instead of that is I'll have Astrid take out this guy. Nice critical. Then I'll have Marcia take out this guy. He does no damage to Marcia, so that's very nice. Move forward. Nephany can run down. Take out this guy. And now that's really nice because now what I can do is if I put Soren here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a little bit harder for him to reach Tanith. But if I put him here, he can restore Ike and then restore Tanith a lot easier. Well, this way Soren can be underneath Tanith, which is nice. And then we'll physic up Ike. Get a nice level up for Reese here. Speed? Nope, just resistance. That's fine. He has as much resistance as he has HP, which is hilarious. And then we'll get the chest here with Volk. Got a talisman that boosts resistance by 2. And then we'll chant with him. Chant with Rayson for him. And then we move Rayson down, and then we move Volk down. Here. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can check who recruits Tyronio. So Ike recruits Tyronio. So that means Ike needs to use the talk command on Tyronio. Then Ike can move, charge forward here. He only has 1 steel sword. So this is something important to know. So he has 1 steel sword left, which means he can only use it to attack 1 time. So even though this says he'll do 23 times 2, he's actually only going to attack 1 time because his steel sword breaks. And so that means he didn't kill. Now the reason I did that is because this guy literally cannot run away. So like it doesn't really matter that Ike didn't kill. And so I'm just going to have Jill run up, take out this guy. Nice critical. Very unnecessary, but cool. Get another level up for Jill. Hopefully she gets some strength. No strength, just skill. Man, my units keep getting 1 stat level ups. It's pretty sad. Oh man, I forgot to use... So you have to tell these people down here to roam. Otherwise, with the target, they're not going to actually move. They'll just get attacked. Which is fine. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world. Anyway, we'll have Oscar kind of start running back here. And we're good to go. So, they're not going to do anything, but they will get attacked and therefore attack back. This guy's going to get physicked, which is fine. He'll still die once he tries to attack Ike or Nephany. And then these guys are coming up here, which is perfectly okay too. He attacks Ike and misses, and Ike just totally demolishes him. And then these guys are gonna get wrecked. Man, these Pegasus Knights are actually super good. Which is why Tanith is like super good. Oh, she got hit. And she missed. Sad. But she hit that time. So we'll make sure to let them roam free. We'll do that right now. So when we hit roam, now they're going to move as they see fit. Or in other words, they're going to target the enemy and try to take him out. which is great. So Volk can't quite make it to the chest, which is a little sad, but Racing can chant for him. And then he'll get a chest this turn, get a chest next turn. So the reason I put Racing where I did is because next turn, Volk is going to run to get this chest, and then Racing's going to chant for him, and then move again. And so I wanted Racing to be able to move as far as he could. Now Soren can move over here, wake up Tanith, which is nice. And then Tanith could probably take out one of these guys. Nice. Tanith is actually really good. And what's nice about the pre-promotes is that you didn't have to like spend any time, energy, or experience making them good. So like Tanith is good right out of the box, so to speak. Like she can just show up to your army and be really good. Whereas Kieran, we had to like train. Now Kieran is overwhelmingly just amazing right now and was super worth it. But you know, some of your units, maybe they don't turn out as good, and then like they're just as strong as Tanith, who you didn't have to use, who you didn't have to even like train up to make them good. I used the Killer Axe just to be funny. So that's just the thing to think about with pre-promotes, and why a lot of people say that, like, if they're good, they're really good. But one point in their favor, regardless of whether or not they're good, is that you didn't have to spend resources training them. So that's something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that Tyronio does move, so you do want to be careful with that. Ike can run up and talk to him while being out of his range, though. So now that we've let them roam, they're going to attack of their own volition, which is nice. Oh, good dodge. Oh, shame she missed all those times. And a nice choice. Just took him out in one hit. And then she just takes him out and they're good to go. Super strong. Oh, Tyronio did move though, so that's nice. Unfortunately, Ike is one space away, so hope maybe Nephany could shove. Nice. This does leave Nephany behind our army a lot, but it's worth it. Talk. Yeah, take this. What is it? Why are you staring at me like that? I am Tyronio, a general of Dane. Young general of Crimea, I have but one question to ask you. Your swordsmanship is familiar. Who taught you to fight in this way? To the best of my knowledge, that style was used by only one man, an old friend of mine. My father, he taught me to use a sword. Is that so? Then you are Gwain's son. Wait, are you a friend of my father's? We were good friends long ago. How is the old goat? My father no longer lives. He was defeated and slain by a Dane general. That can't be, for the Gwain I knew to be beaten. Who was it? Who took him down? A knight encased in black armor. The Black Knight, eh? I did not know his strength had grown so much. Interesting. Do you have any brothers or sisters? I have one sister. In that case, I will not fight you. The world must not lose Gwain's style of swordsmanship. I surrender. You may lock me away or execute me, or what you will. I care not. Are you sane? Very much so. I had already decided that I would die in this place. I have served this country for many years, since the time of the previous king. But the current regent, he rules through fear and wants nothing but war. I can abide it no longer. If you plan on dying anyway, join us. We have need of strength such as yours. You would take a former Dane general? I cannot. Your fellow Crimeans would resist. They would never accept it. Our army does not have the luxury of being so picky. Please, lend us your strength. As you will. I've already thrown my life away. If it can serve you somehow, you may use it as you see fit. So I'm going to have them halt. So basically I'm just making these Pegasus Knights not move. So yeah, this is Tyronio. He was actually one of the 4 riders of Dane. He's an armor knight, so he can't move very far. But he is actually pretty strong. Not like so strong, but not weak. So he could take out this guy. In this game, generals can use lances and swords. So take with that what you will, I guess. So yeah, that's Tyronio. I just wanted to show him off a little bit. I don't super love him, but that's because generals only have 6 movement, and as we see with Soren and Reese, who also have 6 movement, those kinds of units generally fall behind pretty easily. And so generals are meant to be on the front lines, but they often fall behind your front line, so it's pretty annoying. Anyway, so now we can have Racing just kind of charge forward, and then Volk can charge forward too. I'm actually going to have Oscar rescue Volk to make him move even further. And then we could heal up Oscar. Doesn't seem worth it. I could take drop Volk, but that also doesn't seem worth it. Because Oscar can just make Volk move really far with the rescue. And then I'll use Boyd here. He can help break this door. And then maybe Tanith can finish it. Who knows? Not rescue or reinforce. Doesn't seem like Tanith finishes it, but that's okay. Then we'll move forward. And then Joe could run up and take out this guy, hopefully. Guess not. That's fine. Leaving one enemy alive isn't that big of a deal, especially because all of my units are super strong and won't have a problem. He actually just ran away so he could get physicked. So we're good. There we go. Alright, so we're going to charge forward here with Soren. Kieran's just going to break this door, because then he can move forward after that, so that no one falls behind. I'm going to have Oscar move in range of Racing. So I'm going to have him move here. And so then that way, Racing can move up here, make Oscar move again, and then Oscar can drop off Volk right next to the chests. So pretty nice. Saved a good amount of time with that. Alright. Good job, Racing. So yeah, now Oscar can just drop off Volk right here. And then next turn, Volk can get the chest. So that's nice. That guy can hit Boyd. So I can put someone here. This guy has a killing edge, so be aware of that. I usually like to put someone at the edge of his range. So what I could do is put like Joe right there. I could put Marcia right there. She can't make it though, so probably we'll put Joe. I could also put Ike. It's probably a good plan. So I'll have Astrid weaken this guy up, and then Marcia can take him down. And then I'll just put Ike here in range of the killing edge guy. Ashnard, show yourself! Huh? A Goldoan dragon? I've been waiting for you. You're General Ike, are you not? Who are you? My name is Enna. By the orders of the king, I am the protector of this capital. Withdraw. I've no desire to fight a useless battle with you. It's Ashnard I'm after. I regret to inform you that the king is not here. What? The king and the main body of the Dane army remain in Crimea, where they have been since it fell. What are you saying? The king's abandoned the capital? I share your desire to see this conflict end. So rather than see you travel to Crimea to fight Ashnard, I felt it would be much faster for me to defeat you and your army here. Don't you agree? That's one way to look at it. The problem is that I'll never let you do as you please with Crimea. We cannot have it both ways. We both want what is in our own interest, and that is why we have conflict. If neither one of us will yield, our conflict will continue until only the stronger of us remains. I have my own reasons for fighting, and I will see you fall. Yeah! I'm actually going to do like the rescue thing with Nephany here. And I'm going to put her here. And then I can use Tyronio to take and drop Nephany here. So that way Nephany's, again, at the front of our army and not falling behind. Tanith can just chill where she is, and we're good to go. So this guy's going to attack Ike. That's perfectly fine. Just do small amounts of damage. He's going to move forward. That guy's going to attack Boyd and just get wrecked. Boyd will get some damage, which is fine. And Boyd, yep, one shot's there. That's exactly what I was going to say. And then the killing edge guy will move forward and probably attack Boyd. Yep. Oh my goodness, he did a ton of damage to Boyd. Luckily, Boyd is fast enough where he actually doubles the killing edge guy. But That's why killing edges are so dangerous, because they can just crit you so easily, and then you can lose a unit right there. Oh, what a great level up from Void. Love to see it. Skill, speed, defense, and resistance. Luckily for us, we have Soren right here, and Soren can just Physic Void up and almost get him to full health. Again, this is why I just highly recommend training up Soren and staffs. Is because once he can use Physic, he can just heal people up so well. Because he has such high magic. 26 magic, that means he has a range of 13 squares, and he can heal 36 with the Physic staff. So good. So we've got a Master Seal. It's a little useless at this point in the game. If I could shove Race in, he could make it, but can't. So I'm just going to have Soren move again. One thing that is helpful is that Enna has an Elixir, and I would recommend stealing that if you can. Unfortunately, my Volk is not fast enough to do that. But that way she doesn't just heal herself after you've done a whole bunch of damage to her. Trust me, it can be pretty annoying. So yeah, Reese only has 19 magic, so he can heal less than Soren, and he has less range than Soren with the Physic. There's the guard skill activating, and so that means Marcia did not receive a counterattack. It didn't matter a ton, because Marcia was going to receive 0 damage from the counterattack, but at least we got to see it in action. So I'm just kind of charging forward. I don't remember if these guys move or not. You have to be careful with this guy, because he does have a killer lance, and so he can do a good amount of damage. The other guy, you don't have to be as careful with. Strength and defense, nice. So this guy's a killer lance, so he can be dangerous. The Lagoon Slayer isn't that dangerous. Unfortunately, I can't defeat the killer lance guy right now. But I should be able... Yeah, I could defeat the Lagoon Slayer. So Boyd could do... just defeat him. Great. Now the really nice thing though is that Enna doesn't move, and so you don't have to worry about that at least. I'm going to move in Kieran here. He has a good amount of defense. I'll move in Tanith up here. Trade with Boyd, give him the steel axe. We can reinforce again. So now we got another same set of people. They have slightly worse stats than the other ones, but they're still super good. Would recommend using them. And then I'll just have Ike continue to... Oh, not target. Continue to tell them to halt. And just kind of move forward. Okay, so that guy ran away and healed, which is great, because that means he didn't attack any of my units. Racing is all done. Being in Heron form. Get a Brave Sword, that's pretty nice. Move Racing forward here. Now, Enna is pretty strong. So like if Boyd ran up to attack her, like she does 22 damage to Boyd. So pretty strong. She's also pretty fast. So Astrid could double her because Astrid is super fast. But she still doesn't do very much damage to her. However, the one thing with Enna is that she has one range. And so that means what we can do is we could just attack her a whole bunch of times with hand axes and stuff. And that's going to be our main strategy. So then that way she can't counterattack and just hit us hard. If you had wished to extend your short lifespan, then you should not have appeared before me. Unfortunately, Enna is actually pretty dodgy. I always thought that Tyronio should have like a unique dialogue with Enna, since like he was a commander under her and he just turn-coded, but you can't always have what you want. So Oscar can just take out this guy. If Oscar missed, which he couldn't have, because he had 100 hit, that guy would have only done 2 damage to him anyway, so it's not a big deal. Got some speed and defense, that's what I like to see. Could heal up Ike for the 7 damage he took. So we don't have thunder magic, but thunder magic is effective against wyverns, so that's something to keep in mind. I'm not quite sure who I want to get the kill. Maybe Marcia, if we could. That would be nice. She could do 8 damage. Sweet. So there's actually like a fair chance that we just defeat Enna right here. Because if we just hit her a whole bunch with a whole bunch of hand axes and stuff, just kind of move away, have Astrid run up. We could even take Jill's special hand axe. Nice. Oh no! Oh, okay. Well, I guess Astrid's getting the kill. Awkward. I did not take the moment to pause to make sure that she wouldn't defeat Enna. Oh well, that's perfectly okay. Astrid got a good amount of EXP, and we defeated Enna. Now we check to make sure we got all the chests, because there's so many in this map. And we're actually good to go. Could have Soren heal up Boyd, but that's not super necessary. But I'm going to do it anyway, because why not get more experience? And then we can just have Ike seize the point, and we are done. Pretty good. 12 turns. You are strong. I have lost. Then calm yourself and surrender. There's no reason for you to die. That I cannot do. What? I must go to him. No, wait. Nasir, good timing. Grab her, will you? I'm sorry. Nasir? Boom. Ike! Nasir, what are you doing? Go, now. Go now. Hurry. So you were the traitor? Someone's been giving information to the enemy. Was that you too? And Miss Medallion? Are you telling me you've been working for Dane this whole time? But you're a Laguz. Why? Talk to me. Ah, this is useless. Get him out of here. His traitorous face is making me ill. Blast! Until this has been cleared up, you'll be held in custody. I won't question you anymore. When you decide to talk, let me know. Go to Palmeni Temple. What did you say? That was cryptic. Castle Crimea. Crimea Castle. It looks so cool. So massive, too. So the capital's fallen, eh? Ha! I knew it would come to this. Still, how disappointing. Doesn't matter how well you train an army. If they don't fight, they become weak. What's the life of a soldier without a steady diet of war? Blood and pain are the foods of a true warrior. So, speaking of soldiers, Your Highness, the majority of our forces have been moved here. I left more than enough soldiers, and yet they could not prevail. I may have overestimated Enna. Even if she is a dragon, I suppose that was the best she could do. I suppose. But the important thing is the Black Knight. Where's he's gotten to? Did you see him in the capital? I did. He bid me present this to your majesty. Ah, it's found its way back to my hands at long last. Unwrap it! Quickly, unwrap it and show it to me. But very well. Do be careful not to touch it, Patrine. It wouldn't do to have you go mad. I'd hate to have to kill you. Ha 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 ha. Here it is, your majesty. Behold, ah, how wonderful. See how it reacts to the war I have brought to this pathetic land. This is Lefron's medallion? Yes, and inside is a dark god of immeasurable power and cruelty. It once caused a flood so great that all continents save Tellius were submerged in watery tomb. That blue light. You, me, even this very castle itself. We all radiate various forms of chaotic energy, and the dark god is pure chaos. The light you see is that energy calling out to the chaos around us. That is why some scholars refer to it as the Fire Emblem. Roll credits. So this is kind of like a funny thing with Fire Emblem, is that the series is named Fire Emblem, clearly. And there's like something that is called the Fire Emblem in almost every game, if not every game. Yeah. I can't think offhand the games that don't have it, but almost every game has something that's referred to as the Fire Emblem. Hee har har. Look how you tremble. This light has the power to bewitch the human soul, you know. It calls to our chaotic impulses, like the urge to slaughter every living thing in sight. Do you feel its invitation, the permission to act on any base emotion that resides in your heart, no matter how unspeakable? My report is not finished. Petrine, guard. Yes, your highness. Wrap the medallion and place it in the vault. At once. Go on, the report? No, of course, yes. As your majesty ordered, the Black Knight moves to capture Princess Syrinx. At last report, he was on his way to Phoenicius. I see, so he's decided on the princess and not the prince, eh? Did he give any reasons? Yes, your highness. It was based on the findings of a group of scholars. Because the princess was isolated for over 20 years, they feel her magic will be stronger than her brother's. Yet, can the Black Knight outwit the Hot King of Phoenicius and steal her away? The Hot King is not always at her side, plus, as you know, the Black Knight is in possession of warp powder. If someone of his might has the ability to appear and disappear at will, it may be that he's without equal. With the exception of your majesty, of course. I'll have to test that someday, but not today. It's not often that one finds a tool as useful as he is. Well spoken, your majesty. Now then, Petrine, my dear Petrine, you have made one blunder after another. How will you prove your worth to me? If you wish to remain in my service, you must show me results. Unless you too wish to become food for Radiance here. Your Majesty, I will redouble my efforts. I won't let you down again. You can be a general or you can be dinner. I don't really care which, but do try to show a little initiative, won't you? Yes, your highness, but by your leave. Hold, I forgot one thing. What happened to Enna when the capital fell? According to all reports, she escaped. Her current location is unknown. However, this is Enna we're speaking of. She will return to your majesty, will she not? Kill her. What? I have no further use for her. Oh, but if it's too much for you to kill her outright, use your trust and stab her in the back. As you wish. Super sad. Ashnard is super crazy. But we did it, and we got some good bonus experience. So that'll be all for this episode, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks for joining us.